that some of the best characteristics you can bring into this field is no matter what you learn in school, you have to have integrity, number one. You have to. It's something that I look for in our own candidates. Number two, you have to be dedicated to the community that you serve. Because it's not like the old days. I mean, when I got hired, I'm kind of an old guy now. I don't feel old. Where's Dennis Lazenberry? There he is, taking a picture. Stop. Did you just call me old dog when I walked in?
Nice dog.
Oh, nice dog. All right. Anyway, a little humor is good in our field. It's just something that you can do to give back to others. I really believe that you have to have compassion to be a cop. But when I got hired, it was just, Dennis, correct me if I'm wrong, it was good guys, bad guys, cops and robbers. All those things have changed because our state of Minnesota has changed. So no matter what organization is here, all the different representatives from different organizations, all exceptional organizations, you have to have that compassion to serve your community. That's the most important piece. You know what? We've got one of the greatest law enforcement systems in the country. I travel all over the country. I've been in Washington, D.C. I've traveled actually all over the world. I've done a lot of different things in this profession. And those are opportunities that each one of you can have. And law enforcement opportunities can give you and help you, just like this job fair, with these opportunities. I'm hoping that they still have. I don't know. I used to sit in the scholarship committee for Leo. There you go. We still have one. All right. And I sat there because we gave young people and people even that just wanted to change their careers in the middle of their life an opportunity to go back to school to achieve your dreams. That's something really important to me. We're not only just diverse in what we do with all the different agencies, the different uniforms you see, but every one of these agencies here, including ours in St. Paul, you're going to police in a diverse community. That's what's important. Doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. Doesn't matter what race you are. It matters that you have compassion to serve people, because that's what it's going to be. I just left the meeting. I'm a member in St. Paul, and I met with the African American Leadership Council. Over the course of the last 3 weeks, just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with, since the weather broke, we've had just some roving groups of young people. You may have seen some of it in the media, where our cops are being sent into 30 to 50 people fighting in the middle of the street. So later today, when I leave here, I'll be going someplace else to speak to a bunch of young people about not making bad mistakes. The only reason I say that is because you have to have compassion for what you do, yet you get involved with really dangerous situations. But the biggest piece is make sure while you go to school, you make the right choices yourself. Because we scrutinize who we hire in this field. We really do. Some people want to work in a big department. Some people might want to work with the state patrol. Some people might want to work in a suburban department. Some people might want to work in a rural department. And that's all good. Because when we all have to come together, back in 2008, we had this little thing called the Republican National Convention. I'm going to guess that some of the people in this room helped our agency so that we could keep our city and really our state safe when we hosted that large convention. So I just want to tell you, I'm really excited. You folks should be excited. I want to thank all the recruiters here from the other organizations, because truly we are a brother and sisterhood in this field. We work together. Last week I was up in St. Cloud, and this is a cool part of the job. We get to do some cool things too. We recognize our own. And we had the Minnesota Chiefs of Police annual training conference, where we had an awards banquet, where we were able to award the good work of different police officers throughout the state of Minnesota. And you know what? Just listening to the stories of what some of those officers encountered, let me tell you, there were some dangerous situations. It's amazing. From saving people that were drowning to having to go into situations where people that wanted to do harm to the officers. I mean, they basically shot at the officers. In one case, some of you may remember in May last year, we lost an officer in our city. He was a Maplewood police officer, Joe Bergeron. And Joe, and this is something that if you get into this field, and hopefully all of you will, is very near and dear to all of us. During National Police Memorial Week every year, officers, maybe some people in this room, travel to Washington, D.C., where we actually put the names of our fallen officers on the National Police Memorial. And it's an entire week event. And it's something that I've attended. It was probably one of the most moving events I've ever attended in my career. And I went the year when I lost one of my classmates. Some of you might go in an academy together. This is a tough job. We want you to know that. Recruiters will tell you that. But there are so many rewards. But I lost one of my own classmates, Jerry Fitt. Some of you may remember his name, back in May of 2005. Very difficult. We came on the job together. We worked in the Department of Correction and came together and went through the academy together. Jerry did work for me. Very difficult times. Very difficult. So, difficult but rewarding. I can tell you that this has been the best career of my life. I've got to do so many things, travel overseas, be at the presidential inauguration for President Obama. Some people here may have come with us because we brought 200 people from the state of Minnesota to do that. I mean, you have the opportunity, the sky's the limit, whether you want to do local, sheriff's department, again, urban, rural, federal law enforcement, they're all honorable jobs. And you know what? Your careers can soar. So I just want to thank you for the opportunity to come out here. I didn't prepare a big speech because I'm really, really passionate about what Leo does and about what all these people, everybody around this room with all these different uniforms, I'm proud of all of them. Because side by side, I tell you this part, the dude who hits the oscillator, in other words, when the dude who hits a fan, I'm being very politically correct, we all work together. It doesn't matter if we step outside the door here, we're a brotherhood, a sisterhood. You can use your skills and you can really help people. That's the truth. I'm going to guess that each one of you and most of the students want to get involved with this work. I did because I wanted to help people. That's why they changed our names in Minnesota from police officers to peace officers, because really that's our job. And in St. Paul, what we practice is three things. Number one, keep the peace. That's my main job. That's why I went to the meeting this morning. I'm going to meet with about 50 young people, very diverse young people today. Some of them are involved with gang activity, but to ask them to make the right choices, so we don't have what happened 2 nights ago in my city where we had a homicide and 2 people that were shot. That stuff is exciting, but it's dangerous. So intervention and prevention works. Number 2 for us is promote public safety. This is promoting public safety. It's promoting the best of the best because you have an opportunity to see what other agencies offer to each one of you. And the final thing is enforce the law. But I can tell you this, I'm going on my 23rd year in this business. I had 7 years with the Department of Corrections, 30 years I've been in the criminal justice system. I'm not that old, by the way, more than half my life. You know what, it's something that you will never forget. Your family and friends will never forget. People will respect you for. And I just hope that each one of you are able to get with departments and agencies that you want to do. How many people here are ready to already get hired? Or are some of you still in school? I got some people I'm sure that are ready to get hired. Most of you still in school? Anybody in skills? Yeah? Good. So, do I get to put a plug in? There's our booth right there. Now, sorry everybody else. I mean, I gotta get some other deal for driving all over out here. There's the St. Paul booth. Now, everybody here, like I said, honorable profession. Thank you for having me. Make sure you ask good questions by the people that are here, because that's why they're here, to answer your questions. Ask tough questions. It's good to ask tough questions. Know what you're going to get involved with. I'm going to start a police academy here in 2 weeks. We've got 25 people who are going to start at the St. Paul Police Department. And the first thing I'm going to tell them is some of the same things that I just spoke to you about, because now I have them in my grasp. I want to make sure they understand, number one, how honorable a profession this is, and how you treat people will define your career. So, thank you for having me, and thanks to everybody else that is out here. You truly are a brother and sisterhood, and I hope that you achieve all your dreams. Anybody got any questions? Want me to tell jokes? I won't do that. You got to pay me if I tell jokes. I don't do good jokes. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the Leo organization, Chief Smith, I'd like to present you with this appreciation plaque for coming and speaking to our career fair here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Again, let's thank Chief Smith for coming and speaking to us.